Thanks for tuning in. Another episode, Ride with Brennan. Today I am in Kalamazoo, which is not far from home, kind of close to campus for Western, with my friend Charles Lipsey, apologize, and TL Audio.
Yes.
And if you were at Muskegon Rebel Road sound competition, he probably looks familiar. If you've been to any sound competition, probably you look familiar.
Probably.
He's been doing this a minute. Probably one of the top dogs in the game.
There's a lot of us, but yes.
Yeah.
It's stiff competition now, but it's fun.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing bike audio? I should say, this is for bike audio. Do you do car audio or anything like that?
Man, so I can take you back when I started. You're probably going to laugh. So I always tell people, before I was driving, I had a fish tank. A glass fish tank. I put a wood board over and I put 2 pile drive 12s in it. I had a pyramid EQ amplifier, a Craco deck, and a car battery. I was pulling in a little red radio flyer wagon down the street.
No kidding?
It wasn't even middle school. I was doing stuff like that, and I always had a house stereo. But ever since I can remember, I've been doing car audio, and I've been riding motorcycles since I was 6, dirt bikes and all that stuff we started on. So,
natural transition.
Yep. So when I started getting into the bike audio, it was like 2016, but it wasn't competition level. It was just like, hey, man, I want some music on my bike, blah, 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 blah. And then when it really kicked into gear, 2019, I went to SOS at the Farmington Hills Harley-Davidson, and, man, Sean Wood kicked my butt. But, and I keep telling him that to this day. I was there as a rookie, green. I was supposed to be a lightweight. And I was in the wrong class.
So yeah, that'll.
So 2019, I've been doing it seriously since 2019.
Okay. So I mean, I guess the question is stock. I don't know if it's even a question, but stock, typically on motorcycles for the system, you're not going to hear it real well. I think this year's models 25 and so are a little better, 24, 25.
Yeah, you can get more out of those, but what Harley has started doing is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the audio, just like you do for the motor.
Yeah.
And performance, but it's not the same as what we do, and you tend to be kind of locked. But, the newer models, 24, the 23 and a halves and up, you have to have an A to B module to do aftermarket stuff with it.
Okay.
Or else you locked into that factory stuff. But most of the customers that I get that want to be a daily rider, and I can't hear my music at 80 miles an hour because a lot of the stock stuff is muffled.
Yeah.
We put a little bit brighter, more dynamic pro audio speaker. I am a DB Drive, Euphoria Expert dealer, but there are lots of brands that are out there that are pro audio that helps get you louder.
Yeah.
But without a lot of power, and give you clarity and whatnot too. So you can ride and hear the music and whatnot. So
I tell you, and I got down the rabbit hole. I bought mine. I had 2020. And I'm like, it had the tingy. No bass. I was barely treble. I'm expressing with my head next to the thing. So, and I like to listen to my radio and cruise. I'm not one of those motor guys. Some guys just swear by their motor.
That's what you're supposed to listen to. Their pipes.
Yeah.
That's what it used to be.
Yeah. And I ride my bike. I catch shit because I trailer it sometimes. But I got almost 100,000 miles on my bike.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, I went to the Harley dealer because before I knew better, and I got the Fosgate stage. I don't know if it's stage 1, yep, exactly. Hey, if you like Fosgate, man, more power to you. Everybody's got their one, right?
Back in the day, Rockford was the man in car audio.
Yeah.
Bike audio, not so as much.
Yeah, so I got that, and I think that while it was louder, I think quality-wise, it sounded shittier than the stock. So I'm like, well, this fucking sucks, man. Yeah. So I'm like, well, this is a bummer. So I looked around, and as I'm going to the events and stuff, I ended up with Sinister Sound.
Okay, yeah, I heard them.
And I put the 8s, the crazy 8s, cut my bags, and so at that point, there was no turning back. And then I heard about Cicada, so I'm like,
yep.
I guess I'm getting Cicada now. So now I got my bike. Obviously, I can hear it. I got no bag space, but I don't complain. I like it.
Yeah.
But my bike...
bag space?
Right. Trailer.
Yep.
If I need that much space, I'll ship it and meet my
Put it in the trunk of the truck.
Yeah. That's why you get the old lady to drive behind. But my stuff is still not anywhere near the level of the stuff you guys do. I mean, I love it. I can hear it. It's loud and it's clear, but like if you were at the sound competition or if you've been to any of them, you should go. I think it's kind of catching on like wildfire
There's one
now.
this weekend in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. Team Money Cycle SOS. It's the 8th through the 9th. We'll be at the Southeast Harley Davidson dealership. There's Bantamweight on Friday night, and then there's grudge matches on Friday night. And then the show is Saturday. Cleveland is about 3.5 hours from Kalamazoo. So it's a short. It's Midwest. You know, we don't get a lot of shows in the Midwest that's on this level. We appreciate Team Money Cycle for this.
Yeah.
Then there's one on the 22nd, or excuse me, 2 weeks later in Tinley Park, Illinois. Tim Holden has his show with Team Money Cycle. Okay. So there's another one there, Tinley Park.
Tinley Park's not that far.
It's not that far. Chicago's 2 hours from me. Tinley Park, I usually get there about 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Okay.
So it's not bad.
So if you want to check out, and then we're talking like the pro level guys. We're not talking like the weekend warrior guys.
Yeah, this is one when you step in the ring, you better bring your double A game. You don't, you're going to be like, why am I in here?
I just walk my bike back. You know what?
You know, you be one like, man, didn't you pull in? Yeah, I just did a U-turn.
So explain the levels. Like welterweight, it's like a fighting ring kind of because you're battling.
It's like boxing. So the classes are, which this new year, Team Money Cycle run Bantamweight, which is, it's 8 speaker, but it's rider, and your bags have to meet a specific class. But the general, what we have been doing is featherweight is 6 speakers.
Anything up to 6?
Up to 6 speakers.
Enclosed
up to
or anything?
Subs, mid-bass, whatever, nothing bigger than 10 in the bag. Nothing bigger than an 8 for your mid-range and whatnot. Lightweight, you can have 10 speakers, up to a 10 in sub or mid-bass in the bag, depending on what, you know, your preference are. You get to welterweight, you can have 12 speakers, up to a 12 in the bag, a 10, or dual 8s, right? Okay. But then you start getting the middleweight. Middleweight, you can have dual 10s in the bag.
Start stepping up.
10s in the tour bag, and 8-inch mid-range. Nothing more than 2 10s, 2 10-inch in the tour pack. But once you jump out of middleweight, you jump up to heavyweight. In heavyweight, you can have 2 12s in each bag, 1 15.
Holy shit.
Which they're changing the rules for next year, or I believe it's 3 8 or something of that nature. But you can have, for heavyweight, you can have up to 20-something speakers right now.
God dang, man.
And then next year, it's...
People have it.
Oh, you know, there's an extreme class right now, but next year they're creating an outlaw class, which would be a no tour pack. But the extreme class now, there's no limit on the speaker count. You got Zeus that's dominating the country as an extreme. You got WTF that's, I mean, that thing is, it went viral the first week. You know, that was built by Kyle and them at Real Audio. And they have DS18 on that. I'm not sure what Zeus might have some elite sounds. I'm not sure what else all he has on his, but Munir has Grape Ape. That was built by DK. You know, you got Shop Truck, which is Lex Rivera out of the Illinois area. So there's a few extremes out here, you know.
Man.
And when we say extreme, it's not something you ride down. It's something you come to see and watch them battle, because it's not normal. You know? It's like when you go to the drag strip and you see a top fuel dragster. No, it's not going to drive to the grocery store. But when it go down the strip, it does what it's designed to do. Yeah. Just like the extremes. They're out there. They do what they're designed to do. Get your attention. Have fun. And listen to music. And that's what, you know. It's a drug. This is a legal drug.
You know what? I get it. Because the rabbit hole I went down just to get to where I'm at. And even now I'm kind of like, after seeing some of the stuff I've seen, I'm like, I don't have bag space anyway. Yeah. I got some room on my lids.
Yeah, just throw your tour pack on there. King's eye, you know. Manufacturers have jumped on board with this bike audio thing, man, and it's just, it's phenomenal. Batteries, body parts, speakers, amplifiers, radios. It's a culture that has really exploded. For sure. No, we're probably not on the level of some other stuff, but I tell you what, once you get injected with it, it's hard to get it out of your system.
For sure.
It's hard to get it out of your system.
And you notice all the bike shows now are adding audio.
Oh, yeah.
Competitions.
Yep,
I mean,
they are, because it's something, especially, to watch people go back and forth. We have a minute 30 when you first enter the ring, but if you sitting there at King of the Hill, you got a minute to knock everybody else who come out in the ring. Yeah. Well, guess what? It's supposed to get tougher next year where everybody just gets a minute. So that means you got to not only be a person playing your bike, but you got to be what they call a maestro. A DJ. It's got to flow. It's got to sound good on your bikes, and you got to do it within a minute.
Yeah. So have your playlist ready.
Yep. Don't come with no trash, because my boy Drew Koo gonna be out there with that disinfectant, sending you straight to the Herbie Kirby.
I was at one, and I think Kevin was even running. Our buddy Kevin from Insomnia, and the guy came up, pulled up, and he's like, "We're like, dude, clock started already."
Yeah.
Man. And he's like, "Oh, I think he got about 20 seconds of one song in," and I'm like, sounded good, but I can't hear enough, you know? So.
Well, I was watching, I ain't gonna even talk about that, never mind. Because like my boy did him both. It was a golf cart thing, and my man was like, "You need some help." He put the mic to the golf cart because we couldn't hear the golf cart.
Oh, man.
But technically, at the show, the clock shouldn't start until you press play and you hear music, you know.
Yeah.
Some people's already starting. No, you got to wait till you press play first so they can get their full minute 30 or whatever they got. So, but, you know, it's fun. You know, I've been on the competition side. I've been on the judge side, you know, and looking at it from both worlds, you know, I have brothers that judge only. I have brothers that judge, that build, that compete, you know, and I have brothers that just promote shows, you know.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, excuse me. And it's fun, you know. I remember Sound Wars back when Will was alive. You know, Sandy and Will would be all over the place, and we couldn't wait to go see them, you know. Ricky Will and, you know, all that, you know, it's just, we had Team Us out of Ben Harbor, you know, Sounds on the Sand.
Yeah.
You're down there at Gene Clark Park, this beautiful, I mean, the scenery is beautiful, and they got this big old gazebo where you compete under. Got the sand and the lake out there. Man, I've won tons of money from that show. I hope they bring that show back. You know, that's a plug, y'all.
Yeah. I think somebody should bring it back. You bring that shit back. So you run the Facebook site.
Baggers Addicted to Loud and Clear Music.
Yeah, and there's plenty of them. And,
Yeah.
You know, and that's a good place for rookie questions to come into.
Yeah.
I noticed that. And
Yeah.
nobody gets shunned there, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I try to share. If it's positive, I try to share. I don't like bashing or anything like that because that's not what we're about.
Right.
But I try to. If you won something, I want to get you your spotlight, get you your 15 seconds of fame because, hey, we're having fun of this and we're doing it as a recreation to enjoy life, you know. So, you know, if I share something of yours and you're like, why did you share it? I was like, because I want you to be seen and people to appreciate and congratulate you on your win. So, or even on your business, because I'm a shop, I still share other shop stuff. You know, this is a culture, this is a world, this is enough for everybody out there.
Yeah, for sure. And you don't have to go, if you're thinking about getting more sound in your bike, which I think you should. I mean, I love mine. And I wasn't even that unhappy with the Sinister, but once I heard what I could get to with a little bit more, I'm like, hey, all right, bags are cut already.
Don't be like me. You spend all that money on them bags and you cut them up. Yes.
That's pretty much how it was. But you can come see him, TL Audio. If you see him or find him on Facebook, we'll have a link somewhere or something.
You can hit me up on Facebook or you can call me at 269-217-4378. And, you know, if you can't get me, leave a voicemail or a text. Usually text because I get a lot of calls from all these new supposedly job recruiters with the .63.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not from America.
Yeah, I get the same
Spam.
one. Yeah. I'm not moving to freaking Portugal for a job.
Yeah, right.
Trying to trick us into human trafficking.
Or even they have it now where they'll send you a text, oh, you didn't pay your tolls. I'm like, why is this plus 6.3
I don't
plus
think I've
4.4? I've never driven a car.
You know, come get me.
You better enough find me. Yeah. So, but you know, it's become a part of the lifestyle, man. It's fun, you know, and what you do to your bike, do it to your liking, do it to what you want. Then that way you're not jumping head first in the rabbit hole, which you will probably anyway.
Yeah, it happens quick.
The thing about it is, if you take your time, you start saving your money up for your budget, get some ideas of what stuff might cost, it makes more sense to sit back and say, hey, I'm going to put this money away, be patient. Now, granted, it changes. Every 60 to 90 days, there's new products. So it changes, but for the most part, get an idea of what you want. Don't just, you know, buy a bunch of stuff and say, hey, can you install this for me? No, talk to some shops, different shops, and say, hey, you know, this is what I want. what kind of blueprint could you tell me that, you know,
Yeah.
and what ballpark would I be looking at as far as budget?
You can go and go, here's my budget. I want my radio sound better.
Yeah.
And go to shows, man, and look at the layouts, because there's so many different ways to lay out speakers and, and all that. And you don't see sleepers. You don't see like you ever watch Farm Truck and Agent?
Oh yeah.
Dung Beetle.
Yep.
You don't see
that
Dung Beetle bikes. You see them nice ass show bikes. All done up with the speakers.
Now, back in the day, it used to be like that because there used to be, and I had asked Joey about this. Really, Joey Hensley from Backyard Baggers. When I was at Farmington Hills, they had brung a Road King. You couldn't see no speakers. It was called Black Mamba. They cranked that thing on, and oh my God! And
Nice.
I'm like, Joey, what happened to Black Mamba? Oh, it got hit.
Oh man!
But yeah, Black Mamba was one of those. You'll see some Road Kings where you don't even see speakers or where you think the speakers are because everything is hidden. And when they turn it on, it's like, man, that sounds good. Or wow, you know.
Yeah.
So it does. You don't have to have everything all bulky and out of place. But you know what we have learned? Sometimes less is more in bike audio.
Yeah.
Sometimes less is more. You know, I would say the two toughest classes in the bike audio world is featherweight and lightweight.
Because there's probably a lot more competitors as well.
A lot more competitors. Limitations are, especially for featherweight, you only got 6 speakers.
Yeah.
6. That's all you got. 6 speakers. You know, lightweight you got 10 speakers, and lightweight used to be. Well, last year we were welterweight, and we had 8 speakers. You know, 10 speakers. We started out with 8, then they gave us a tour pack. And so that we bumped to 10 speakers. So when they changed the rules and made welterweight 12 speakers, most of us that were in welterweight just dropped down without having to spend any money on anything.
So that's kind of...
Oh, it was lovely because, you know, it's like, we're going to change classes, but guess what? I don't got to buy new bags. I don't have to add or take away speakers. But if you were an 8-speaker lightweight, guess what? You either had to take 2 out or add 2.
So you're kind of stuck, yeah.
You were kind of stuck. Featherweight, you know, it's like, they were still 6 speakers.
Yeah.
So
knowing I know about how I felt, there's no way I'm taking 2 speakers out. You know what I mean? I want more. I bet every one of them guys are like, yeah, more. That's cool. Don't tell the old lady.
Just don't be the guy with 45 speakers, 4 speakers and 35 tweeters.
Man, even the bikes that we saw that came out, and there was only a few because of the weather. I mean, it could have been a lot bigger show if the weather cooperated. But in Battle Creek, Muskegon, the red and the black one, I think, are the ones that stood out to me.
Yeah, that was what was his name? Was it Jamie? Was his name Jamie?
Might have been Jamie.
The one that went against Nick.
Nick, I know,
6-speaker versus a 10-speaker, and Jamie just outplayed him. You know, the bike sounded great.
Yeah.
The bike sounded phenomenal. So
yeah, I was impressed, man. I was like, phew. So if you had, so this is going to be a question I get, and I guarantee you everybody's answer is different. Your opinion, what's the best speaker on the market? And I've seen this conversation happen online too, but.
So, best speaker on the market, you can have the best speaker on the market and have a horrible tuner, and it sounds like trash. But you can take a bottom shelf speaker and make it sound good if you got the right tuner. So, back in the day before there became more manufacturers in the industry, it was people saying Bama, right? Then Scott Owens with Insane Asylum and DB Drive developed Euphoria Expert.
Yeah.
Euphoria Expert and Bama have been boom, 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 going back and forth, back and forth.
2 names I know.
But now you got certain speakers by certain manufacturers are making a name for themselves. You know, DSC 18 is really becoming big in the bike audio world. It was just big in the car audio world before. You know, they're becoming big. You got Chihari. You know, you got Cicada. You got DC, MAT. You know, you have all these different brands. So to say the best is based on your tuner. Because listen, you can have the baddest product in the world and misuse it.
True. That's facts, yeah.
You can have the baddest product in the world and you're playing it wrong. I've seen it too many times. Well, it says it plays down to 50. It's a mid-range. It's not supposed to live down there. You can tap dance, you know, if you know what I mean. So it'll have hints of that note, not prominent 50 hertz,
Sure.
out of a mid-range,
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're utilizing it the wrong way, and then when it fails, you're like, oh, that's garbage. I've seen it.
And no, it's not.
I've seen it in many forms and fashions with all different brands, but I love Expert. I've been an Expert user since I became basically a dealer, and I've been sticking to the same brand. I love it because I know it. Now, have I installed others? Have I installed Bama? Yes. I had a buddy of mine, Jason Harris, had a 14-speaker heavyweight about 3 years ago, and he had Bama in it. When he brought it to me, he was like, man, it had all these amps. We took an amp out, revamped some stuff, and made it louder with less amps, But it's about your builder and your tuner, so don't necessarily have to go for the best product. You just got to make sure that your tuner knows how to make it work.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to matter most. It's not what's the best or it's what can your tuner make sound and perform its best.
To what you want.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's all gonna be personal preference, like I said. This just hit me again. If you guys have been to Bikes on the Bricks, they are the ones with all the crazy baggers with the stereo in the mid section there.
I was there last year.
Yeah.
And I parked. They put me right in the middle of the intersection. The stoplight.
Yeah.
They had me right in the middle of the intersection. But I was playing on music. The police officers and all came up, looking, listening, and everything. Yeah. Bikes on the Bricks is
there was a few nice bikes there for sure. I don't know. I didn't get to listen to all of them because I was running around doing stuff, But yeah, so Flint Bikes on the Bricks should probably be there this year.
When is that? What's
September?
the date?
It's like late in the year, September.
Late in the year? Okay. I have to see because they're trying to get me to go to Rocky Mountain, North Carolina, and I've never been. My boy Roy McCrae, he's been. You got to come. Ever since he was still riding his. He had a yellow and black Street Glide. I want to say it was an Ultra. But we were both lightweights then. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna make it. And it's just things haven't. So I'm trying to make SOS, Rocky Mountain. It's inside of a beautiful facility. It's like some big arena, and so I think that's the middle of September. We'll see. But right now, I got 2 shows on my radar, and that's Cleveland and Tinley Park for SOS. So.
Do they have like a national event where everybody kind of?
So here's how the SOS works. SOS work. You go to the shows, you perform well, and you get Ricky's attention, and you get selected by invite.
Okay.
To the top 8. It originally was a top 6. I made top 6 in 2023 as a welterweight, and last year I made top 8 as a lightweight. Well, it's tough this year, but guess what?
All right.
We taking all stops off for Cleveland and Tinley Park, so we're gonna have some fun because I definitely want to get that invite. But there are 8 bikes that actually. Well, I take that back. There's 9 bikes that get invited per class.
Okay.
2 of those have to fight for the 8th spot.
Ah, okay.
So then it's top 8. So you'll have those, what we call the wild cards, on Friday night for each class.
That's fun, though.
Yes, it is, because you come in there with I've seen some people like, oh, he gonna win, and the little guy knocked him off. You see what I'm saying? So, but Friday night, and we're inside of a mall.
That's
over in Philly. We're inside the mall over in Philly. And I mean, the owner of the mall sets it all out for, Ricky has free reign to do pretty much at will, put it that way. His last name, Ricky Will, but at will. And so we inside the mall, and it's set up. To me, I like to say it's the Grammys of bike audio.
Okay, yeah.
Because you get your time. You're there, but you're not really battling. You're showcasing and performing.
Yeah.
And then they select who they want to be the top bike out of those top 8 bikes.
That's awesome.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just, it's amazing. We dress up. Last year was cowboy. We dressed up in the cowboy theme stuff. It was nice. You should have seen me. I look like an old cowboy. But the year before, it was a black and white party. And you have not only the 45 bikes there, but you have the spectators that come and the manufacturers that come, and that's the Super Bowl right now.
Heck yeah.
Now I hear that there's a few other platforms trying to put something together for their Super Bowl to sponsor a trip, but the SOS top 8 set the precedence.
Okay.
And it's not to take away from anybody else. It's just this has really caught on, and you know, we call it the road to top 8. Guess what? We are, and you only have so many shows
to get
there.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna go beat everybody up at all these other shows. No, you got to perform in front of the man that's, you know, putting it on and his crew. And if you perform like you're supposed to and do what you're supposed to, you'll get that black box in the mail with the jacket in it. Because the jacket, it's like, you know how you get a jacket for the Hall of Fame or something like that. You get that jacket, you put that jacket on. It's like, whew.
Hell yeah.
When I got my first jacket in that black box, I was like, then turn around and got one the following year, which is a different color. I was like, whew. And now they're even finna twist it up some more for next year, for this year, the what you get. And then last year they added this, grab the mic, they added a chain.
Okay, nice.
Which is done by our boy Giant, the jeweler. I believe he's in New Jersey.
Okay.
But it says top 8 on it. You know, I know a few people that won. And, you know, I ain't salty, but you know, I'm just like, I want mine. Brad Small got his, Matt Mullison got his. You know, and it's just like, okay, I see y'all. Sam Stokes got one. I want to say Billy Pierce has one. Yeah, and those are different classes, and it's just something when you put it on.
You know.
Yeah.
That's cool,
the jacket is one thing, but the chain is another. And it's to have them both, yeah. I got the jacket, now I'm working on the chain.
Right on, maybe this year.
Yeah. Hey, who knows?
It's meant to be, right?
Get that right, Ebony.
Yeah. Yeah. What's in your stat? What year? What?
My bike is a 2015 Road Glide Special. I have the Insane Asylum original rehab, so I don't have the 3.0s. I don't have the 2.5s. I have the original rehabs. I have the Insane Asylum Dual 8 Tour Pack. Dirty Bird Lois, Insane Asylum, Tank Kit. I'm running all expert speakers, DV Drive subs, expert tweeters, Sony 8100 deck. My DSP is. If you don't know, you won't know from me. But yeah, I'm running 3 batteries. Yeah. That's my baby.
How many watts you putting through it? Okay. Don't even want to say. I get it. My bad.
There's a lot of power in it, and the thing about it is, there's a lot of power there, but I don't even use it. I got it turned to 50%.
Yeah, you almost have to, right?
Yeah, because you never utilize the power that we putting on these bikes. The power we run on these bikes puts to shame what you have in a car.
Yeah.
A regular car, because you're like, man, you running what? Yeah, but we don't use it all.
Yeah.
You know?
And I was shocked to hear that too, because I don't remember how. I couldn't tell you how many watts I'm getting run. I just know it sounds good, but
sounds good too.
Yeah. But when I heard it, and I was like, what now? And I'm like, my car didn't have that shit growing up.
Yeah, the average featherweight has an 8K on their subs in the bag.
Yeah.
You're not even utilizing all that power.
No.
Because you only have 1 sub per bag. So cut that in 50%. At best, maybe, I'm going to say 33%, because you're not going to utilize all that. If you were utilizing the full 8,000 watts on your subs.
Smoke your speakers.
Not only smoking, but if it was performing the output 8,000 watts, you'll drown out everything else.
Your eardrums going.
Like, holy cow. But no, so, I mean, we do add more power than necessary, but there's a reason behind that. There's a method to the madness.
Sure.
You have it. It's just like having a daily driver with 600 horses. You don't use it all the time, do you?
Right.
You know, but it's there if you need it.
Nice to have it. Better to have it and not need it than need it.
And yes, I am a horsepower freak, but, you know. I just don't, I haven't raced in a while. You see, my car's a storage shelf.
Yeah. All the money's going in the 2-wheel.
Yep, exactly. When you bring your car back, when I stop putting money into this thing here.
So never.
I have been thinking about it more, but, the bike audio, it's just, man, once I got injected, because everybody's like, man, how did you find something that you're passionate about and you love doing and you made a business out of it? That's what you're supposed to do in life.
That's life,
what you're passionate, like what you're doing. What you're passionate about, that should become your personal business. Most of us say, oh, I didn't want to make my hobby a job or a business.
You're going to do it anyway.
You're going to do it anyway. Because, man, can you do this for me? yeah, what do you charge? When you start talking, but man, let's do this. And you're still making it a business, whether you're exchanging money or goods or favors.
Yep.
It's the same thing. So I say, whatever you're passionate about, get to it, do it,
Yeah.
and stop making excuses. Life's too short.
Yeah, and you're gonna do it anyway.
Yep. Might as well have some fun and go ahead and grab by the reins
That's
like
right.
I did.
So do you guys run cabs? Cause I remember back in my car days, my bike I'm sure doesn't have any.
So we don't really run the caps. We have lithium batteries now. There was a time where people were running the capacitors as batteries. So those were totally you had to make sure you charged them correctly. You had to make sure this was because if you didn't, we saw a few have some detrimental things happen to them. So, but with the way that limitless battery has brought forth the lithium battery world, the way that when you're in the ring, if you're playing King of the Hill and you gotta have juice because you can't start your bike up, lithium batteries have come a long way. So we're not using caps.
Okay.
So there may be somebody, but most of it is strictly battery power.
So it's come a long way since the day of
it's come a long way. I mean, I remember we were in Joey Hensley had the Grudge Fest. That was in 2022, but Lee Cross went through 27 bikes. 20, or was it 23? It was 23 bikes. 23 or 24, somewhere around there. It was in the 20s. Fired right up, rode out the ring. And he was laying on the audio. I mean, it was some bikes in there you could barely hear. He still cranked the sound. And so, I learned my lesson in 2021, I think. My boy, Drizzle. And he always tells me this day, so I don't want to see you no more. So I went through 9 bikes, and he comes in the ring. We in Cleveland, matter of fact, and we battle. We go. The judges couldn't decide, so we had to go another round. My vote is sitting at 11.3. So Ricky pick our song. We go to play. I can't turn the bike up because I don't want to clip. And I told him, I said, clipping in the ring is embarrassing.
Yeah.
You playing bass going, everything shut off. He like, everybody go, oh. So I played conservative. He crank off Hades, boom, ba-da-da-da. Took the win from him. Oh. I had some batteries from Battery Parts Plus at that point in time. I had 3 of them at that time. And they were born. They were 2.5 years old at that time, but they didn't have what our batteries have now.
Yeah.
Man, I play this thing for hours on end now with what I got in here now for battery power. So the lithium batteries have come a long way to where we don't use caps.
Okay.
I don't,
Right. Like you said, there may be somebody you don't know.
Maybe somebody using
And nothing against you if you do.
Yeah,
but
that's what you use. It's what you use. But the batteries themselves now have come a long way. And I think the charge was led by limitless battery. They led that charge up.
I tell you, when I felt my battery, the lithium one, I'm used to the regular bike. I'm like, almost through that sucker. I'm like, man, these things are lightweight. They got the box. Like, is there anything in here?
They definitely are. My big battery is probably, and it's a lithium. It's probably 17 pounds.
Okay.
But it's a lithium, but it's got a lot of watt hour. I mean amp hours. So.
Yeah, but it's probably bigger than a regular.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If it was a normal battery, it'd probably be 50 pounds.
It's in the tour. If that was a normal battery, it'd probably be 50, 60 pounds.
Yeah. So. It's
easy.
insane, man.
For the amp hours that it is, because you ever seen a battery in a golf cart?
Yeah.
You ever pick one of those up?
No, I just started golfing this year. So.
The golf cart batteries are heavy because they're AGM.
You can tell, yeah, because you have to put water in for you.
Yeah, there's conversions where you can put lithiums in them now, but we took 6 batteries out of a golf cart that we did a few years back, and that golf cart was nasty. That golf cart was nasty. I wish that golf cart was still around. Me and my buddy Jason, we did that golf cart right here, but that thing was, you'd have thought that golf cart was a truck or a minivan with the music that was on.
No kidding.
Oh, and it was just 210s.
The up and coming thing is the side-by-sides, man.
They're doing side-by-sides, but Ricky Will has introduced golf cart wars. So they're battling golf carts now.
You see a couple of them golf carts, and I'm just like, fuck, man.
Remember, golf carts used to be $1,500, $2,000, man. Golf carts $3,000, $15,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, man. I'm like,
Everything has went sky high, but you know, you go to these events, that's what people are riding around in.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And that's what they're doing. So the golf cart battle was definitely something that they did in Maryland, and it was nice.
That'd be cool to see, though, because I bet there's some cool shit you could do.
Oh, DS-18 got a golf cart with the wall on it. Basically, the wall is they got the speakers built up and firing, you know, one direction on it. And so there's a regular golf cart battle class, and then there's a golf cart with a wall class that they're going to do. So, and, you know, watch golf cart sales are going to go through the roof.
Once people start seeing what you can do to them like that,
I've been looking for one for long before that, and it's just like, man, y'all just messed me up, man. They were coming down, and now they going through the roof again.
I'll be the poor kid on the freaking pit bike still.
I have my Onyx Bluetooth on the back. There's my music.
Little ratchet strap.
Yep. Hey, when I had my Boulevard, I didn't have I used either headphones or put the Onyx box in the backpack.
Yep.
So, but now I've seen the Boulevard M109 look just like a road glide. The body kits, the stuff that people create that's out there.
It's you want it. It's probably out there. Right?
Oh, I'm sure. Or somebody can create it.
Yep.
Fiberglass has been what's the word I'm looking for from the bike audio world? Because the molds and the creativity that you can do with fiberglass to make it and shape it how you want. I've seen where bikes are one solid piece back in, where they have ginormous bags in the back and the body line contours and shapes. I mean, you name it.
It can be done.
It can be done.
Yeah, limited by your imagination, right?
Yeah.
Your budget.
Yeah, your budget most of all, because it ain't cheap.
No, heck no.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap. Some of these extreme bikes have $200,000-$300,000 into them easy. And you think I'm kidding? I'm not. You're getting to some serious time, and they're not built overnight. Usually, it's a year or two to take and build an extreme because you got research, development, molding, and making. Heck, Shop Truck disappeared for 2.5, 3 years. He battled Zeus at Grudge Fest, and then he went and started building his own bags. He was showing us at the steps as he was making it. You know, Lex Rivera from XL Customs. You know, Zeus has transformed multiple times over the past 3 or 4 years. You know, going from having 310s in the bag to, I guess he got 415s. I don't know, in each bag. I don't know what's in his bag, but I know his tour pack is humongous. It still looks like a bike, but it's big. Those bikes are big. You know, when you look at WTF reminds me of Darth Vader looking at it from the front. You get a chance, check out Real Audio out of Erie, Pennsylvania, or even DS-18 might even have it on their page. It's just the creativity. I think they told me they 3D printed that front fairing. It was like 59 pieces that they 3D printed and made the front fairing.
So they had to assemble it after they printed it.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And then you got Achilles, which Achilles is being, he's under transformation. He's out of Tim Holden's camp, Holding On Customs. But Achilles came out, it looked like a tank. But it had one 24-inch sub in each bag and had all this others. It looked like a tank.
Can you imagine?
Oh, man. I mean, the creativity that this bike audio has brought is just ridiculous. You know, Grape 8, you know, when it was originally, it went Grape 8, then it was Soul Glide, and then it came back Grape 8 by DK. And when you look at it, like the body lines, it has this contour to it, but when you start trying to count speakers, you really can't, you know. And these are beautiful bikes.
Yeah.
You know, my boy Munir owns Grape 8, Tim Holden owns Achilles, Zeus is owned by Troy Milner, Shop Truck is owned by Lex Rivera, and then you got WTF owned by Charles Johnson with the build by Real Audio out of Erie, Pennsylvania.
Okay, and so they're works of art, and they're evolving always.
Yes.
You have
now, the only thing is, I don't know if they're going to continue the extreme class because they created this outlaw class because of weight. The bikes get extremely heavy.
Sure.
And it's to the point where you have to put, we call them training wheels, on them so that they don't tip over. Because you got to be able to operate and bring the bike in the ring by yourself and take it out by yourself. You can't get any assistance coming into the ring with it.
Okay.
So without a tour pack, it takes away that top heavy weight. You'll still have some weight, and then you're going to be limited to 24 speakers. 24 speakers, and I think you can have 215s, 312s, 410s. I think that's the limitations on the for that's for next year's Outlaw class.
Okay.
So your bags can only be a certain dimension, front, middle, and back.
Well, sure. 'Cause otherwise, you have cars. You know, you'll have them as wide as a car, as long.
Yep.
Coming in there.
I think it's 66 inches from the side cover to the tail of the bag. 15 inches, I think, is the overall. I know that he changed some stuff, but yeah, you know, something to think about.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you want to
man.
spend some money, think about Outlaw. You know, we do have the Snookies from Insane Asylum. If you need anything Insane Asylum, give me a call.
That's
I'm
it.
a dealer. Get you hooked up.
That's right. Even if you just want a new head unit and something that you can
Yep.
hear better.
Yep.
And you're
Yep.
on the west side of the state.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you can probably go anywhere though, eh?
Well, you know, I have people bring me their bikes from as far as Nashville, Connecticut.
Yeah.
It's really geographically not the best location, but it's quiet. And if you're serious about having your bike brought here, it's brought here and it's taken care of, and the relationship is built from there.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You know.
You jumped right in and you didn't know me from Adam, and you were like, "Yeah, man, I'll come out and judge." I'm like, "Sweet, man." So I appreciated that
I
a lot.
enjoyed that too,
Yeah.
man. I really did. That was fun. It was a good time because I used to come to Bike Time all the time, and the biggest thing I saw up there was burnouts.
Yeah,
That was the biggest thing I used to see up there.
yeah. I wanted.
I was on a crotch rocket then.
Yeah. I don't. Them burnouts, man. I don't.
Tires get expensive.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I'm like, I
Tires is expensive.
I
Ain't like
can barely keep up the regular maintenance on that sucker, let alone.
who you telling? It's like, man, I am not trying to spend another $200 on a tire. And then you gotta either have it installed or install it yourself. It's like, man, who wants to do that?
Who's got time? We're all working daily jobs anyway, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, it's money. Just burn it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a big hole in the garage. You throw money in.
Pretty much.
That's
Pretty
what
much,
I
pretty
see.
much, but-
So, well, thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for sitting down with me.
Yeah.
I know there's something else going. I think there's a smaller. Well, I don't know if it's small because Lavish is hosting it.
Yeah, that's at the
At
end of the
Arsenal.
month. Yeah, so Lavish's bike event is the at the end of August. I want to say the 29th, the 30th, 31st, or somewhere around there. Or it usually rolls into. It takes the last weekend of the month. It rolls into September. That's going on at the end of August. It's a 3-day event. Come out and support. He has a little bike audio competition at Waterford.
Yep, Arsenal. Yep.
Arsenal, Harley
And-
Davidson in Waterford.
If you don't know Lavish, he's a good dude. He's always been a
Oh
really good dude.
man, Lavish is good people.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I said, this event has grown over the last few years that I've started attending it, and it's really a good time. No drama, no mess. He really, really, really puts on a great show. Come out, check him out, and ride your bike. I've met people there. Like, yeah, I saw you at Lavish's event. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. But yeah, come out, meet people, have fun. It's a culture where you share likeness in motorcycles,
Yep.
music, and just having a good time. So.
Yep, and then you'll enjoy your trip down the rabbit hole from there.
Yep. Don't blame us.
Yeah. And we'll see you in here after that.
we tried to warn you, but
Yeah, be warned. If you like to listen to your music on your bike, you're doomed.
beware of the friend that say, "Hey, man, I ain't using this. You can have this equipment."
Yeah.
That's like giving you a drug to get you hooked anyway.
Yeah, that's a peer pressure shit right
Yep.
there.
If I'm gonna be in this, you gonna be in this too.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man. I tell you what, but it's like you said, it's a ton of fun, and
It
I
is.
like my
It
bike.
is.
Way,
It
I
is.
mean, I probably will upgrade because I'm fucking not the brightest guy ever, but it's only money. I'll work some overtime.
Listen. The upgrades happen. This bike has about 44,000 miles on it. People are like, why you don't ride your bike? Too much invested, first of all.
Yeah.
And it's easier for me to put in the trailer and drive where I'm going without having to worry about the elements.
And idiots.
And idiots.
Yeah.
So, yep, she's a trailer queen. But, like, when I get to Daytona, I ride.
Yeah.
When I go to South Carolina, North Carolina, Chicago, I ride because I get there and I ride. I want to enjoy the event. I don't want to have trouble on the way to the
Yeah. Then
get rained on.
yeah, and you feel like you got your ass kicked for when you get there, you're like, got to
Yeah,
sleep for
dude,
2 days.
2 days.
It's like, man, I want to be out doing stuff. My ass isn't getting any younger.
Yep.
So everything hurts now, and I don't even ride that like that.
That's not good.
So, man, thanks again. Thanks for
sure.
having us out.
Thank you for.
And yeah, man, for sure. It's some good stuff. You guys come see him. We'll put the number up, put the links up. check out the Facebook. It's
Baggers Addicted to Loud and Clear Music.
and I'll see if I can find. Maybe you can send me the links for the guys you mentioned, the bikes. We'll put some pictures up for those guys, for sure, because they're they're the ones that people are going to want to see, right?
Oh yeah,
So.
yeah. They're something to look at, and the time and the craftsmanship that goes into them, and that's every class on up. There's so much quality of craftsmanship that the creativity juice is just it's like I really didn't mess with fiberglass much until I started messing with this bike. And once I got into it, I was like, oh, and now it's like it's second nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I a body man? No. By no means am I a body man. But if you need something molded, you need something like these are in the process. They got to be sanded up, molded lids and everything on those. Those were stretched a little bit and whatnot. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever your budget wants.
Whatever the budget wants.
And whatever you think you can budget, always budget more, because that's
Bring 2 or 3, maybe 4 wallets. No, I'm just kidding.
a couple brand new checkbooks. So, all right, man. Thanks for getting out here. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys. Hopefully, see you at sound competition. I'm gonna go check a bunch out that I can.
Okay.
I'm getting into it. I shouldn't even say that. Man.
I mean, if you come just to watch,
Yeah, that's how
it's something to watch.
That's how I fucking started.
Yeah, but it does. It does, truly, because they're like, man, I want something like that.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing I get, can you make my bike sound like yours, but not like yours? I'm like, what do you mean by not like mine?
Yeah.
The budget.
Oh, yeah. That's
So
how it
I can
works.
build your bike to sound like mine, but what do you think I'm gonna do to my bike? I'm gonna upgrade. Then what's gonna happen to you?
I want
Can you
more.
make my bike sound like yours now?
Yeah.
And so then it's an ongoing process. So I tell people, I say, the time that I put into my bike, the effort, the money, and all that, it's ongoing. So it's not just sitting. I'm all ever trying to evolve and get better because my biggest competitor is myself.
Well, sure, and it should always be fun. Mm-hmm. It's like, I guess with drugs, you don't just stop being fun and you're in the fucking rest stop somewhere doing stuff you ain't
supposed to do. So
Yeah.
One more thing, me and my buddy Maurice Butler Boys Customs out of Conway, South Carolina, we talk every day. Whether we bouncing ideas off each other, critiquing it, we send each other videos of us playing our bike outside, in the garage, at the park. We critique each other. You build friendships and brotherhoods in this industry, this culture, that you probably would have never done before.
Absolutely.
My buddy Fran out in California, I only met the man once.
Yeah, but still, that's a social media wonder, right?
Yep.
You get to chat every day if you want.
Yep, exactly. So yeah. Come out, have fun. Get out, get your bike out, get on them 2 wheels, get on your 3-wheeler. Shoot, they got slingshots. Get in your slingshot, Yep. Come out, have some fun at one of these events. Like I said, SOS Cleveland's this weekend. Take a break the following weekend, then go to Tinley Park. Then the following weekend, Lavish's bike event is in Detroit area. So,
Yeah. There's always one to go to. If you're willing to travel a little.
every weekend there's literally something to do.
Yeah.
Every weekend it's just where do you want to travel and how far you want to go.
Exactly, like Sturgis now.
Yeah, Sturgis is going on right now.
Now that'd be a cool place to have like a big sound.
They have a Sound Wars does Sturgis.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Sound Wars.
Right on.
They did one yesterday, but there are multiple sound competitions, just like going to Daytona. In Daytona, there's a sound competition, if not 2 or 3,
Every
every
bar.
day of the week.
It seems like every bar or two you
Yep.
go by and they got guys.
Because it's the thing, you listen to music anyway. You might as well enjoy somebody getting beat or somebody winning.
Yeah, it sounds cool. Chicks love it. I'm not married, so I don't. Lacey, we're not yet, Lacey.
Hey, so just so you know, if he disappears, it's not me. I have nothing to do with that.
I dug myself enough.
Brendan came up missing. He was last seen at TL Audio.
Yeah.
We're going to question him.
Yeah, Lacey gonna be on the run after that.
I didn't do it, Lacey. It was him.
Yep, that's right. All right, man. Thanks again, brother.
Yep.
That was a good time, man. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.